Hey guys, welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to consider the common cybersecurity myths that mislead beginners. Let's go right into it. Now, the first question is, why are cybersecurity myths very dangerous? Let's consider the reason why they are dangerous. The first one is that myths create false confidence because they are myths, right? They are not something that are real, not something that are correct. So they create false confidence. Also, they lead to poor decisions. Yeah, they lead to poor cybersecurity decisions. And then attackers take advantage of some of these myths because people don't have a good understanding of them. And good security starts with correct understanding. If you don't have a good understanding of something, then you're not going to know how best to implement it. Now, let's start considering the myths one after the other. The first one is I'm too small to be targeted. Some individuals and businesses believe this. Another one is that attackers only go for or go after big companies. Then the next one is that regular users are safe. Now, what are the reality behind this myth? One, the first one is attackers target easy victims. Yeah, they target people they can get easily. And who are those? Individuals, small businesses that do not have enough funds or enough money to invest in securing their systems or themselves. Also, individuals are often easier targets. I've mentioned that. Automated attacks do not care who you are, they care less. It is none of their business. And everyone connected to the internet is exposed. So, just because of this, cybersecurity is very, very important. Now, the second myth, this one says antivirus software is enough. Yeah, it's a myth, it's not something you should believe. And another one is installing one tool solves security, but that's a big lie. So, what are the realities behind myth 2? First one is that no single tool can stop all attacks. That's not possible, no single tool. Also, many attacks bypass antivirus. Yeah, sometimes we install antivirus on our device, and then there are several attacks now. I mean, more sophisticated attacks that are bypassing that. Also, security requires layers, and that is why we have defense in depth. You're going to understand that better as we proceed. Also, human behaviors matters when we are considering security. Now to myth 3. The first one says strong passwords are all you need. Is that correct? We're going to see that. The second one says once I have a password, I am safe. Okay, let's see the reality behind that. Passwords can be stolen or guessed. Yeah, we've seen this case almost everywhere. Phishing bypasses passwords. This means that if the attack is a phishing attack, then the attacker might not even need passwords to gain access to some sensitive data. And multi-factor authentication is very, very important. Password hygiene matters a lot too. Now to myth 4. The first one says hackers are always highly skilled, and the second one says only geniuses can attack systems. But are they true? Let's see for ourselves. The reality behind them, many attacks use simple techniques. You don't have to really have deep knowledge of some things before you can even start attacking. We even have script kiddies who do not have any knowledge or even little knowledge of tools and scripts, and they run these scripts or use these tools to attack businesses, individuals, and even big organizations. The next one is tools automate most attacks. There are several sophisticated tools now that can really help attackers automate their attacks. Another one is that mistakes make attacks so easy for hackers. Then the next one is low skill attackers can still succeed. Sometimes the depth of knowledge does not matter. The moment they gain access, they gain access. So you'll be the one to prevent them. Now, myth 5. For myth 5, the first one is cybersecurity is only a technical problem. Is that true? We will see for ourselves. The second one says users do not matter. Is that also true? Let's see. Now, reality behind myth 5. Humans are part of every system. Humans are part of every system. Social engineering targets people, it targets human beings. Training and awareness reduce risk. When you train people and they are aware about some of these tactics that attackers use, that reduces the risk of getting attacked. And the next one is that security is technical and human, not just technical, not just human. It is both technical and human. Now to myth 6. The first one says security slows down everything. Is that true? Some people believe that, oh, when our systems, our infrastructure, our network is so secured and everything is so tightened, then it slows down everything. Some people also believe that being secure means being less productive, that once things are too secure, then we become less productive, maybe with the tools, with whatever we are doing, with the systems, with the network, or in the organization entirely. But are those true? Let's say the reality. The first reality is that good security enables trust. Customers will be able to trust organizations that are very secure. Also, poor security causes downtime. If your organization is not secure, then you might start recording a lot of downtime in operations. The third one says balance is possible. That means that we must be able to balance security with usability, security with user experience. The fact that something is secure does not mean that people shouldn't be able to use it. The fact that something is secure does not mean that people should find it difficult to relate with it, to use it for their day-to-day activities, or to leverage it for the business processes. Balance is possible. The next one says smart security supports productivity. Yes, it doesn't restrict or hinders productivity, it supports it. Now, what should we understand in this lesson? Let's take a mental picture of what we've learned so far. The first thing is that myths create blind spots. The second thing is that attackers exploit wrong assumptions. The third thing is that security requires awareness. And the last one is always question common beliefs. The fact that people believe in it does not mean it is right. Question it. Now, let's test ourselves. The question says, why are common cybersecurity myths dangerous for beginners? Pause the video, read the options. You can pick your answer, drop the answer in the comments, then come back to play the video. So what is your answer? The answer is B, because they give false confidence and lead people to make poor security decisions that attackers can exploit. That's all for this lesson. And if you've enjoyed today's lesson and you've not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do that now. See you in the next lesson.